right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser on to kick it away for San Diego.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Fresh set of downs here. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Let's go! Let's turn it up! Take motion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They snap it at 1. Now it's Lynch. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. Back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And on 2nd and 10 now. One man in the backfield is Gordon.
Here we go. Leopard. Snap back. Philly. Here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to... And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run again with Jackson. A strong running. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. The give is to Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? New line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And now San Diego getting set to go.
Hey, watch 13.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There was no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And the wideout in motion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Another pistol look here. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Surveying the field. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From midfield now, here's Lynch. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
the ground. This is Jackson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey. You got three. Three down. All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time in the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. They come out here in the eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, Lynch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards in the red zone this time. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To throw is Lynch. Caught, Severian Jenkins, right side. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is taken at the 3. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They go back to the air here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
On the run, this is Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
4 down, check, 4 down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a San Diego 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And coming out now, the Broncos. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. By 52. By 52. All right, now look at 56.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Taken right around the 44. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. An offset eye. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
midfield now. Here's Lynch. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You control the...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
On third down, Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
For From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Double tight.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
4 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now look at 56. Look at 56.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And now Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they keep the winning streak alive. A big victory today.
And not only that, they serve notice to everyone else on their schedule. They are now the team that no one wants to play. They are rolling.
So for Denver, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Diego, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.